What's up guys, welcome back. I'm RJ. Today, I'm gonna be taking a look at the Adidas Ultra Boost Mid Trail from Kith. This collaboration came about 2 to 3 weeks ago or so. I missed out on the initial drop, and this is actually exciting because this is my first pickup from StockX. So I'm gonna do a StockX and sneaker review all in one video. Hopefully it comes out pretty good. And spoiler alert, it went very well. You know, I'm very pleased. Like I said in the past, I've always used GOAT. I have nothing against them, but I received a coupon when I signed up with StockX. It was 20 bucks off my first purchase. So I managed to cop them for a pretty decent price, and that was really the only reason going with StockX, and I've already used them since. Before we get started, I actually, for the first time, haven't even put these on my feet yet. They've stayed in the box, and I wanted to open them up and experience everything with you guys, so let's do that. So right when you open the box, you've got a card right there that's signed and everything by Josh, who is the CEO of StockX, and this just guarantees authenticity, lets you know that somebody took a look at these and that everything was good, everything checked out, and that's just their guarantee, much like the other service that I'm not gonna mention because I don't wanna take away from StockX anymore in this video. So shout out to Josh, man. Obviously, great company. You guys are seeing a lot of success, and I appreciate that. Next up, little StockX sticker. And aside from that, my order form, which you guys don't need to see and we'll just throw aside. And there you have them for the first time in my hands. Designed by Ronnie Fieg from Kith, obviously in collaboration with Adidas. This is a mid with the trail outsole, and I'll break them down even more than that, but I'm just kind of taking them in a little bit, take a look at them, see how I feel about them. For those of you who know me, you know I'm not a huge mid fan, I'm not a huge ankle collar fan, but I am a huge Ronnie fan, so I had to pick these up. Let's bust this off of here. Fresh all black laces. You got silver lace tips on there. Alternates, probably won't go with these. Before we go any further, I think my favorite part of StockX is this little verified authentic tag that comes attached to your sneakers when you buy them. You actually have to rip this thing off, so you know it's legit. It goes on one time, it's not removable, and you can't throw it on another pair of shoes. Once you take it off of here, that's it, and it belongs to these one pair of shoes. You've got a QR code on the back of there. Obviously, StockX has a system. They can scan that QR code and make sure that it matches up with this pair of shoes and that this was the pair of shoes that were verified by them. So they're doing a good job at StockX. You know, I'm very happy with my first experience with them. Everything they include in the box, from the hang tag to the stickers to the authenticity tag, it's just awesome, man. It's really taken collecting and purchasing sneakers to a whole new level. So shout out to Josh and everybody on his team, man. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for a smooth transaction on my initial tryout of you guys. And like I said, I've already used you guys since. I will be using you guys in the future from here on out. Thank you so much. Now, before I deconstruct them or talk about sizing or any of that, I saw a lot of talk on Twitter about how Ronnie stole this design from a previous, I think a ZX Adidas, and that, you know, the lack of creativity, and you know how he should be ashamed of this shoe, and blah blah blah, etc., etc. And I've got to address that, just because if you follow the guy, you follow his company at all, man, he's had some of the greatest Adidas collaborations, not to mention all the other collaborations that he's done with Nike and Asics and other crazy brands like Captain Crunch and SpongeBob and Colette, and just so many collaborations over the years. You guys have to realize, for those of you that are hating on this particular shoe, inspiration is always taken from everywhere, man. That's just how the world works, whether it's art, music, sneakers, movies, whatever it is, there's always inspiration borrowed from other places, and that's how the world just works. And you know, that's how people come up with creative and unique things. So if you're hating, then you've got an issue, obviously, and that's your problem. But I'm obviously a fan, and I'm semi-biased when it comes to Ronnie and Kith, and it's probably one of my favorite brands out there. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt, but I just think it's ridiculous for anybody to really hate on this shoe, regardless of how you feel. You know, it is what it is. If inspiration was taken from it, so be it. Anyways, let's dive into the shoe. So I did throw this on while you guys weren't looking, and it fits true to size. I have a 10.5, it fits perfectly. That's what I expected, and that's what I heard. I wouldn't really veer from that. Most mids, I think, fit very, very similar to one another. And all the mids that I've tried on or that I've had are 10.5, and they run true to size with the insole in. So go true to size. That's all I can really talk about as far as sizing when it comes to this shoe. Let's deconstruct it, dive a little more in depth, and talk about all the things that this shoe features. Right off the bat, you've got what is being referred to as a patchwork upper. And it's not really fair because there's not actually different patches. It's just basically a single prime knit upper with different patterns woven in throughout. And all the patterns that are woven in are done so with 3M reflective knit. So that's a really cool thing. You know, you put these under some light and they're gonna shine and reflect. And who doesn't love 3M? 3M's been popular for forever now. Aside from the 3M and the full prime knit upper, you've got ATR stripping all around the toe cap. It continues all the way to the heel cup. And I mentioned this in the sole box and packer review. I wish that mid would have gone all the way around. The ATR stripping all the way around the shoe is huge for me because if you step in a puddle or some mud or whatever it may be, right up to about the middle of the shoe, you're gonna be protected. Nothing's gonna get in, water's not gonna get in there, no grime, mud, dirt, whatever it may be, is not gonna get in the shoe, and that's huge for me. Why make an all-weather shoe that isn't gonna have a full protective layer at least to the middle of the shoe? So shout out to you, Ronnie and Kith and Adidas, whoever came up with that, that's huge. So probably my favorite part of the shoe. The all-weather stripping continues for the 3-stripe branding right there. Obviously that's Adidas branding. And the last hits of that stripping actually take place right around the lacing system. It's just to reinforce the laces since they do run all the way through the prime knit. It stops the prime knit from fraying or tearing or whatever it may be. So obviously really smart. Not the first time it's been done, but definitely necessary, especially for a shoe like this. While we're on the laces, you got two-tone black and gray rope laces. I'm not sure if these are actually reflective or not. I know the majority of the shoe is. I would assume they are, but without actually putting them under a light, I don't know for sure. This tongue tag features Ronnie Fieg's personal branding. Opposite shoe features an N, and I'm sorry, I actually neglected to let you guys know that this was not just between Kith and Adidas. There's actually a brand called Nonnative, and these were in collaboration with them as well. So my apologies for not mentioning them. I was just way overcome with Kith and Ronnie, and that's my fault. So Nonnative, big shout out to you guys. Obviously, the alternate tongue tag does feature their N logo right there. You've got an all black ankle collar, all black tongue. Obviously, it's a one-piece booty construction. Everything's attached up top. 3-stripe branded pull tab. Yes, that is 3M all the way down. Ultra Boost branded heel cup, all black Ultra Boost branding. Both insoles feature Kith and Nonnative branding along with the Adidas Performance logo right there. Now down to the Boost midsole, which is exciting to discuss for once in a long time because it's all blacked out, all murdered out. And I'm not typically a fan of colored Boost, but I think, you know, with this design and all the black hits and the silver 3M running throughout, I think a black midsole was definitely necessary. Same shape, same comfort, same everything, just blacked out. And yes, unfortunately it is paint. I don't know if they've tried or if they just haven't come up with a way to actually dye the Boost, but it is paint. So if you wear these in the ground, it will more than likely chip and peel at some point down the line. It is pretty durable for the most part, so you can actually wear these and not be worried about it. But if this is like your one pair of shoes and you're rotating them every single day and into the lineup and you're actually going on hikes and whatnot, just beware that at some point it's probably gonna, at the very least, crack. We'll start with the torsion system under the heel, actually matte black. Head down to the bottom of the shoe. Like I mentioned, you've got that trail outsole. It definitely is still Continental branded. You've got the gray Continental logo right there. Full matte black torsion system. And a few words on this actual outsole. Yes, it is different than a typical Ultra Boost outsole. Extremely rugged, very aggressive, and it's made obviously for, you know, going on trails and hiking and whatnot. So this is a good winter, almost a boot. While it isn't typically something you'd think you'd throw on and go into the snow, you know, if it's just light snow or dirt or mud or whatever it is, this shoe's gonna work out. Like I already mentioned, that ATR stripping, really aggressive outsole. You know, you can walk in dirt and not worry about slipping and falling and all that. And all in all, still a great aesthetically pleasing shoe. I think they did a great job. You know, I'm obviously a Ronnie and Kith fanboy. In the collaboration with Nonnative and Adidas, I think everything that needed to be done went into this shoe, and it turned out really good in my opinion. And I don't like mids all the time, and I don't like ankle collars, but for what it is, I like it, I appreciate it. So quick recap, true to size, no need to really discuss comfort. It's an Ultra Boost, and the mids are even more comfortable than a regular Ultra Boost. I know that from the past mids that we've discussed. Just really locks your foot in, and it's extremely comfortable. They are definitely a bit warmer than an Ultra Boost, so you're not gonna wear these in hot weather or during the summer, but for the winter months when it's cold, especially in California where it doesn't get insanely cold, but you still don't want your feet too cold, these work out really well. I don't live in heavy snow climates and all that, so I can't really touch base on those. So I don't know if you live in Connecticut or New York and there's feet and feet of snow, these probably aren't gonna work out. But here, definitely work out. I think it's a great shoe all in all. Once again, full prime knit upper, tons of 3M all throughout the shoe, ATR weather stripping, blacked out boost, Kith, Ronnie, Nonnative, Adidas branding all throughout the collab. Just everywhere there's branding hits all over the place. Blacked out heel cup, ATR outsole, and I think that's about it. I'm gonna throw these on feet, see what they look like, see how I feel about them. I'm not 100% sure I'm keeping them because I already have a few pairs of mids that I don't wear all the time, but that's gonna do it. Really appreciate you guys checking out the video. I hope I answered any questions you might have about this particular shoe. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, tap the subscribe button if you haven't already, spread the word, and guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. Until next time, peace out.